Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with another recording of LEGO Marvel Superheroes. Let us continue. We have just a few more levels to do. Let's see. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's do this one in free play. This was the Asteroid M level that I didn't even really know it was Asteroid M until the end of the level, because he's making Asteroid M by stealing ground from some island.
Unfortunately, little intelligence exists concerning this mysterious island. For some reason, it doesn't appear on our maps, and we have very good maps. Lots of vegetation and some evidence of military structures, but that's about all.
I really wish I knew more of the backstory to this island, but it doesn't get explained at all. They just apparently needed a crazy island to do what they wanted to do. And where is this island? Is it 5 miles away from New York? Is it 1,000 miles away?
Now I have some power to play with.
Did he just make this island from scratch using mutant powers? I mean, Lady Liberty had to have walked to this island. Is this a week later or an hour later? So many questions, no answers.
Not a welcoming committee.
Gonna have to be a touch and go landing, boys.
Why land at all? It's more fun to jump.
The package has been delivered, Director Fury.
This is a nice scene. Fantastic Four and Captain America parachutes.
Whoa! I'm stuck!
Excelsior. So we have Stanley in trouble and Stanley in peril, and all 10 of these. So I don't know if we got really many, if any, of the collectibles in these later levels. They seemed like they were designed specifically to more just focus on playing the story, because the story is probably a little bit longer. I'm still missing something. Do I have to break this tree? I probably have to break this. Come on, big guy. Smash. Now build it. And that's Sandman. I think Venom? Nope, Venom doesn't work. So we'll just come over here and use Sandman. He gets way too much use in this game. Absolutely way too much use. Sandman is a sorta well-known Batman villain. I mean, Spider-Man villain, not Batman. That would be the DC universe. But yeah, he is not anywhere close to big enough or popular enough to justify as often as he has shown up in this game, in free play mode even. So I assume I can't just do this. I guess I can't do that. Is that all the collectibles here? Yep. We'll just move on. Go but throw that. Let's see. How would I replace Sandman? Well, I think I would definitely have Venom in this more. He shows up and has his own special abilities every now and then, but it would have made a lot more sense if every Sandman was a Venom thing than more focused on him. Or just have it so that those all work together. Let's fly around. I don't think I need. Slight problem trying to fly around if there are missiles everywhere. I guess that's what this is an experiment on how do we, since the game from the first level gave us Iron Man to fly, who can fly around. Maybe they were thinking, well, we've now got to figure out a way to stop them from being able to reach certain areas. And this is kind of working. Notice I cannot, like, target him with my missiles. No way to do it. Of course, they didn't really follow through with that. We've run through the last two levels, flying around like crazy. Just disappeared. Alright. Captain America, throw a shield there. Shut down that force field. Yeah, this whole level is an experiment of different ways to block different styles of characters. I bet they made this level kind of early in their development. Alright, this is cutting out the edges of a mini kit piece, and it's too delicate to do. It's a little difficult. So we have 4 of 10. Let's just come over here, and I believe this will end this scene. Run up here. There we go, next scene. One of 5 needed there. Let's see. Go ahead and destroy this. Fight dinosaurs, which again, without the backstory, this is just all kind of confusing. And we never get back to this. It would have been nice if they had figured out some way to involve the dinosaurs in the overworld. Have, like, in the reptile house, give us a mission where they escaped and ran around all of New York. That would have been fun. Have a section in the reptile house. There's shelling off the dinosaurs, and they could have just always been there. That's 2 and 4. Yeah, I saw a lot of these collectibles, just wasn't able to reach them. There we go. Start myself on fire. Come on, number 4. So that's red luggage number 4. Notice again how the scale is completely off. This is supposed to be an airplane. If we were actually flying an airplane, it would be 4 times as big as this. Right now, it's barely the width of 2 minifigs. And there was nothing about this gorilla. They just threw it in there. Of course, a lot of these are just assets from previous LEGO games. So they don't have to really use them too much. And as they make more and more LEGO games, they can have more and more diversity. But for as many LEGO games that have come out, there is actually kind of a small number of things that have been created and added. A lot of repetition, they don't seem to spend too much time on it. As much time as they probably could have. A lot of times they just redesign the same things over and over again instead of bothering to make something new. Oh, he can go through them too. Interesting. Let's see. Blow that one up. And then shoot this. How'd I miss that? There's one. Well, that worked. Wasn't supposed to have worked, but it worked. Switch that lightning piece off. That laser fence. Alright. So we have Not Safe Stanley, and there's 2 more collectibles. I want to be careful here and just kind of come back, make sure there wasn't a section I've totally missed. Because we've been running through this pretty fast. There's no Stanley yelling for help. That seems unrealistic. I think he should be somewhere here. Yeah, he is right there. So we'll come over here to Iceman. Excelsior. So it is kind of believable that there would be 2 more collectibles just in the next scene. That seems about the right number. So we'll just fly over this entire big area. Real big area that would have taken quite a while to play through if I couldn't fly. This also feels maybe like the first level they ever made to just experiment with making larger areas before they started making all New York. go. This big old spaceship, I guess is what you would call it.
Ah, you've arrived just in time to
It's been
see
15
me
minutes.
and my island.
We're breezing through this. Was his plans to pull
He's quite the
all
showman,
of the
and he's
island
got a
up
flying
into
island?
space?
Is this some sort of Hydra trick?
Like I know. Just hang on.
Captain America. Thing. Charles Xavier sends his regards.
Storm.
Hey, a weather goddess ain't such a bad trade-up, especially for Johnny.
Wow, look at all these collectibles here. Okay, that opens that gate. Let's fly up. Fly up here. Come on, somebody can fly. Wow, he can't even get up there. Is this one of those things again? Okay, I can control it from down here. Good. And there's only one more. So every single one of these dig spots must be a small portion of the level. Save and continue. Might as well. Now the problem with LEGO games with the save and continue is if I made a mistake here and had to come back to this section, if I just missed one completely, there's no way to get back to the save and continue after we finish this level. It will just autosave right over it because they don't keep the autosave and the hard save separate, which is something most games now, if they do have hard saves on top of autosaves. A lot of games just have autosaves. Most games for PC in particular will allow you to keep those in separate save slots. And depending on the game, a save file might be less than a megabyte, or it might be hundreds of megabytes. I know some of the saves for like BioShock 1 were 50, 60, maybe 100 megabytes of save data. I think it's similar size when you start talking games like Skyrim and Fallout, because there's so many things that can be moved around or interacted with in different ways. Although most games are not like those games though, so they are very small. That's why when Xbox introduced their cloud saving feature, there was a limit of like 2 gigs of save files that you could save. And I know for me, not normal people, but for me, that was not enough. And I actually had to save some save files still locally But they've knocked that up now, and it's pretty much unlimited. If he's supposed to be talking, he's not saying anything. I assume that was just messed up because we were in free play mode.
Why'd you come after me here? I just want to be left alone! Ah!
So now we have to beat Rydo. So we fight the lizard in a Deadpool level. What we should have fought, let's see. We fight Abomination twice. They should have given us some other bad guy to fight. Because we fight Abomination twice. We see Rhino barely for this one time. And then we're done with him. This is a cooler concept. Because he has to break them all, or we have to break them all. None of us can break them all, really. Once they're all broken, we didn't just assemble it. Assemble a giant pumpkin for them to crash into. And then what? I think I need a big character to pound on. Right? Maybe I have to get on the other side of it. I think I got stuck there. Yeah, he's gonna run this way. Then I can start pounding on him. So this is the Thing taking on Rhino versus the Hulk taking on Abomination.
This ain't over!
And that was a real quick fight. A little too
I
quick. but
suppose
not
I
too
must do
that much.
everything
Not
myself.
really too quick. If they were gonna just end the entire level here, I'd be kind of cool with it. So I have magnetic powers. It's not working against the new. Didn't think it would. Over here, grab this, find the X, press it, so smash Magneto for 3. Now, Magneto only has 3 health here. We've seen in previous levels characters with 6, 7 health. I guess you could definitely make the argument that he's a weak old man, but in all seriousness, all the bad guys should just have 3 hearts. Anytime they add even a 4th heart, I have to really appreciate it. I would much prefer going to explode. What is it doing? Give me the X, we'll do it. Smash him again. Now, Dr. Doom seemed like he was captured last level. So, how does he show up in this next level? That doesn't get explained very well. Oh, yeah, it does. They drop rocks on the Fantastic Four, and I guess he escapes that way. Yeah. So then how did the Thing get back here? I guess after a while, after Doctor Doom escaped. Fantastic Four got out from under the rocks. Yeah, I wish the story was a little bit more clearer. So we've thrown everything at him but the frying pan, so let's throw the frying pan. That's not even the... It's everything but the kitchen sink would have been the joke, so they should have had a kitchen sink. Not a frying pan.
What's
Then
that metal bending
again-
doing? Enhancing his powers or something?
With
Well
a
then,
gun.
Let's depower him.
Mystique! Of course.
Oh, I see.
That should hold her.
So
Just gets
where'd
more and more
Magneto
confusing.
I see that a rise in elevation does not equate to a rise in one's IQ, Benjamin.
So it also explains why Mystique was weak in the number of hearts. And I could have seen, it kind of seems like they were going to have Wolverine actually be Mystique for a part of the story too. Wolverine does show up and disappear at random intervals throughout this whole game. It wouldn't be surprising if you never even saw if they revealed that he wasn't ever Wolverine. And then at the very end he would show up and say he was on some kind of hunt or sabbatical far away the whole game. But then that would have been kind of irritating and probably upset younger kids.
Hey, don't.
Excelsior. So I think we already had True Believer for this level, but pretty soon we're going to run into the two levels that I don't have True Believer for. And that will get us an extra gold brick for those two extra gold bricks.
I did it! I made another cameo. Gotta add this one to my list at home.
There we go. 8 more gold bricks. 8 more gold bricks are all we need. We're gonna... It has been a lot smoother the way I have played this versus Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga, because I didn't know how to unlock the extras and how the way you unlock the bounty hunter missions, for example, in Lego Star Wars is by buying all the bounty hunter characters. And since I didn't know that, I didn't buy those characters until after I had played the story levels, all of the levels in story mode. Then I immediately turned around and played them in free play and challenge mode, which thankfully there is no challenge mode in this game. And so I didn't do any of the side quest extra stuff until the very end. This has worked a lot better to play the levels in story mode. Then in the middle do all the side quest extra stuff. Then do the free play runs at the very end, because that put several hours, probably maybe 10 to 20 hours of gameplay in the middle. Probably not 20, but in between replaying the same levels. Alright, so we did Rapturous Ride. Let's see. This animation style looks a little different too. I wonder if they had a different comic book animator, colorist type thing to all of them. That would be that would be kind of cool if they came back and said, there is a comic book by these 10 or these 15 famous comic book animators, and these 15 comic book colorists, and these 15 comic book inkers. I mean, you could really get 45 somewhat famous comic book creators listed on this game by just having them do those little pieces. If that's what your goal was. Of course, they'd probably want some money for that, and it would probably be pretty expensive. Anywho, we have 242 out of 252 gold bricks. We have 123 out of 150 mini kits. We have 24 out of 26 true believers, all 11 red bricks, and 47 out of 50 Stan Lee and Perils, and all 115 character tokens. And that all adds up to us being 95.1% complete with this game. We have 13 billion studs. If there are 3 more levels, maybe we'll hit 15 billion. Maybe that will be the hard limit. Maybe there is no hard limit. Maybe it is way above 15 billion. I don't know. Really doesn't matter at all as far as how many studs we have. None of that's really going to get us anything at this point. We've unlocked everything. Anywho, that is it for this recording. Only 30 minutes again. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps me out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it and make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.